Hey!
Hey, hi.
Welcome to the Natasha and Debbie show.
Hello.
That's brutal. Just two patriotic girls. So please don't take us the wrong way.
Hi.
Hey everybody.
Welcome to the Natasha and Debbie show.
Thanks for being here today, guys. Glad to have you. We have a little special day here today. It's a special anniversary.
That's right.
What is it?
It's our ninth month on YouTube.
Today is 9 months.
Yay!
9 months ago today, we started YouTube. Who knew? We'd end up with 20,000+ subscribers.
Right.
9 months
Thank
later.
you all.
Yeah, we didn't expect this. So thank you guys so much for your kindness. We appreciate it very much. And to the trolls out there, thank you as well for watching our videos and commenting. You're only improving our algorithm, so keep it up.
Thanks.
Anyway, before we get started today's video, I mentioned this once before in a video, a couple videos back, that YouTube has now improved algorithms to show us even more and more stuff with the analytics,
Yes.
is what I meant to say. So now we can see when people are fast forwarding, when we have the most retention of the audience. So we know that very few people actually really watch our videos all the way through, especially even with the comments. A lot of times we get comments on stuff and it's like, we did say that at the beginning of the video.
Right.
So I want to do a little test, see who our true top fans are. So if you're a true top fan and you're watching this right now, you can comment. Wait till the end of the video though, okay?
Yes.
Comment this.
You're going to say,
Love your intros. Love your intros. Put that in the comments, but not yet, because to see if you're really a true top fan and you watch from the beginning to the very ending, at the end of this video somewhere, and I'll tell you where, I'm going to give you another code to put into that same comment. So if you've got both in there, then you're a true Natasha
then
and Debbie
we'll know
show.
that you truly love us and you watch our entire videos. And we truly appreciate you for doing so.
Explain nothing to anybody about this. If they didn't hear it, then they're not a top fan. So, but anyway, before we get going, guys, please hit that like button. It really does improve our algorithms and helps our videos get out to more folks. Consider subscribing to the channel, but don't do that just because we ask you. Why is that, Debs?
Right. We'd like you to check out some of our other content first. Make sure you want to be a part of our family before you subscribe.
And again, before we get going here, really quickly, want to thank some of our patrons at Patreon, who, again, we give exclusive content only patrons can get. So thank you guys so much for being patrons. We really appreciate you.
I want to give a thank you to Keith Whelans.
Thank you to Angela Cartwright.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you to Sandy K.
Thank you, Sassy.
Thank you to Chris Giel. I think it's Giel.
Thank you to Katie Daniels.
Thank you to Julie Palmer.
Thank you to Mel McGar.
Thank you to Catherine Dowdell.
Thank you, Michelle Trugill.
Thank you to Sarah Gibson.
Thank you, Mary Dickinson.
Thank you to Chris Smith.
Thank you to Ian Farnsworth.
And last but not least, thank you to Wendy Hodgkinson. Appreciate all of you guys over at Patreon. We love you guys to death, and thanks so much for being patrons.
Yes, thank you.
So we're finally going to do it. Isle of Man TT. We know what's happening right now. It's been going on. It's got a few more days left. So we're going to, take a look at this finally. I'm excited, but nervous at the same time.
Yeah, it sounds kind of scary.
It sounds very scary. I mean, it's considered the deadliest race in the world. And we did just hear that 3 people died this year alone already, and it's not even done.
Right.
So our condolences to the families of those 3 individuals. Not that you'll see this video, but if you do, please know our deepest respects and sympathies to you.
Absolutely.
We've avoided this video in the past because it's been done a lot. But then this new video popped up just a couple weeks ago. We like education. We don't like to just do the same stuff everybody else does. We want to learn
more history.
Yeah, more history. And we also want to see it too.
Yeah.
I also don't want to vomit during this video. So I hope that doesn't happen. But just in case it does, I'm warning everybody now.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. But so let's get into Isle of Man TT, deadliest race in the world, and see what all this has been talked about. You guys have been asking us to do this for so long, so we are going to do it.
Let's check it out.
Let's check it out, guys.
For motorcycle lovers, speed enthusiasts, and thrill seekers the world over, not much comes
Not a
close to
thrill seeker.
experiencing the TT races held on the Isle of Man. With riders flying by at speeds averaging well over 100 miles per hour, this standalone annual event puts the combination of human and machine to the ultimate test. So let's delve into the history of TT races and see if it earns its other title as the most dangerous race in the world.
Wow. That didn't look good. Simon. We haven't done a Simon video in a long
I
time.
haven't.
All right, let's learn the history.
The Isle of Man is a small island located between Great Britain and Ireland in the Irish Sea. It covers an area of 572 square kilometres, that's 221 square miles, and at the end of May every year, it hosts an international motorcycle event that takes place on its public roads. You might think that the TT stands for time trial. It doesn't. While the TT races are held in a time trial format, TT actually stands for Tourist Trophy. Originally, this referred to the trophy that winners who were not local to the racetrack could win, but in time it came to refer to specific races in a series. While Tourist Trophy races for cars predate those for motorcycles by a few years, the TT races held on the Isle of Man were the first Tourist Trophy motorcycle races. The first two-wheel TT race was held on the island in 1907 with 25 riders on a variety of motorcycles battling it out over 10 laps of the St. John's course, which was 15.8 miles or 25.4 kilometers long. This anti-clockwise course contained hairpin bends, long straights, and checkpoints with names such as Devil's Elbow. The competition was laid out as 1 week of practice and qualifying sessions, followed by 1 week of racing, which remains the format to this day. The first official winner on the Isle of Man TT race was Charlie Collier on his single-cylinder matchless motorcycle. It was a controversial victory, however, as he had pedals on his motorcycle, which eked out his miles per gallon efficiency. The second-place competitor would arguably have won if he had pedals fitted, but it was decided that to avoid issues in the future, pedals would henceforth be banned. Collier won a huge trophy for the win and £25, which is roughly the equivalent of £3,200 today or $4,300. If you're wondering about his time, it took him 4 hours, 8 minutes, 8 seconds to complete the course, averaging a whopping 38.2 miles per hour or 61.5 kilometers per hour. This inaugural TT race was organized by the Autocycle Club, and as well as tweaking the no-pedal requirement for the forthcoming competitions, it also came up with various other changes to future races. For the 1907 practice week, the roads of the course were still open to the public, leaving some areas very muddy and others very dusty. In what turned out to be an unwise move, the organizers decided to spray parts of the course with an acid solution to try and keep the levels of dust down. As well as not doing anything at all to help with the dust issue, the acid solution also burned through the racer's clothes, making this one aspect of the TT that was not repeated in subsequent years. The race was held...
Wouldn't mess with the tires too?
Yeah, right?
Just curious.
On the St. John course until 1911, when it transferred to the much longer mountain course, also known as the Snaffle Mountain Course. The bike classes also changed slightly with the introduction of the Junior TT race for 350cc motorcycles and the main event Senior TT for 500cc bikes. The original version of the mountain course was 37.4 miles, about 60 kilometers long, but it was slightly adjusted in 1920 to the current length of 37.73 miles,
I didn't know it was that long.
69 kilometers. The course starts at Douglas, the capital town of the island, heads west and then north through Ramsey before heading back south to Douglas again. This includes a 7-mile climb to push the limits of the constantly evolving specs of the motorcycle, with the highest point of the route being 422 meters, that's about 1,400 feet above sea level, at a point called Halewood Heights. As has always been the case with the Isle of Man TT, the practices and races take place on public roads, with spectators able to sit in grandstands or just watch from literally right alongside the road as riders thrash by at breathtaking speed.
I feel the need.
Low speed.
As it's a time trial, speed and average speed are of the essence. The first senior race on the mountain course in 1911 was won by British racer Oliver Godfrey on a USA-made Indian motorcycle in a time of 3 hours, 56 minutes and 10 seconds. His average speed was 47.6 miles per hour or 76.8 kilometers an hour. Compare this with the race record, which was set in 2018 by Brit Peter Hickman on a BMW, and you can see how far motorcycle racing has come. He completed 6 laps, one more than Godfrey did in 1911, and his overall race time was 1 hour, 43 minutes and 8 seconds, carrying an average speed of 131.7 miles an hour or 212 kilometers per hour. Just in case you didn't know, that is extremely fast.
I know that's fast.
He had to maintain it for over 200.
That is very, very, very fast.
That's not normal. That's not human to go that fast on anything with 2 wheels.
Especially a motorcycle.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I went 125 miles an hour in a car.
Yeah, a little different.
No, that was terrifying. Are you kidding me?
Well, it's terrifying, but it's still a little different.
Yeah, I ain't telling you where it was. But you already know. It was not in the safest place in the world. It was dumb and I was young, okay? So, but doing faster than that on a bike? Yeah. No.
With no metal between you and the ground?
No. And that made my stomach just turn over just now. Wow. That's fast.
126 miles or 363 kilometers. The current outright lap record across all classes is Peter Hickman's 16-minute, 42.8 seconds lap as part of his 2018 run. According to the Isle of Man TT website, taking all the fastest recorded lap sectors into account, the perfect lap could theoretically be completed in 16 minutes, 35.7 seconds,
Jeez.
which would mean a
What?
person maintaining an
Yeah, how
average
fast?
speed of 136.4 miles per
No.
hour or 219.5 kilometers per hour.
No.
On modern bikes, it's not unusual to see riders blast by at over 200 miles per hour or 320 kilometers per hour on some straights.
That is so
Remember though,
stupid dangerous.
the course is long and 6 laps needs to be completed to finish the race, usually
6
including
laps.
2 pit stops for fuel and rear tire changes. Different races for different bike classes have been introduced over the years, from
Okay.
superbikes to ultra lightweight to even a motorcycle and sidecar race which started in 1923.
And one of the gentlemen that died was in the
Oh,
sidecar. Yeah, this year.
Oh.
I was surprised to know. I had no idea there were sidecars involved in this until I found that out from the tragedy, of course.
The TT is not only a test of speed, but also of physical stamina and mental concentration.
Well, yeah.
These riders are sometimes going for over an hour and a half, twice
That's
as
kinda-
long as a MotoGP race. The Isle of Man TT has always been seen as one of the pinnacle events of motorcycle racing, the ultimate road race, and it's taken place every year since 1907, apart from breaks for both world wars. It was cancelled for non-war reasons for the first time in 2001 when an outbreak of foot and mouth disease was sweeping across the UK. It
Really?
was considered too risky to
That's
try
odd.
and disinfect the expected 40,000 incoming riders, spectators,
Yeah, that'd be a bit
and
much.
bikes. The senior race was also called off in 2012 due to bad weather, and of course in 2020 and 2021 the race was cancelled because of the COVID pandemic, but it looks like it will be restarting in the summer of 2022.
As it is now.
It's known as a thrilling experience for spectators and riders alike as the competitors roar down narrow winding roads on their powerful machines, sometimes coming within a hair's breadth of disaster multiple times in a single lap. But of course, disaster does strike,
Yeah.
and this is why the Isle of Man TT is also known as the most dangerous motorcycle race in the world.
Time to find out about that part. Okay, ready, Debbie?
Unfortunately, as the course got more challenging and the motorbikes got more powerful, the chances of fatal accidents also went up. Remember that the race is held on normal, narrow roads, so there's no luxury of a runoff area to swerve
Oh,
into
yeah,
if
that
you
makes
misjudge
sense.
a corner. Remember, some of these riders are going around corners at upwards of 130 miles an hour or
Around the
209
corners?
kilometers per hour.
Corners.
The road surface itself is not a uniformly even,
No!
smooth racing surface. It's a public road with all the
No.
unevenness and changes in surface type that this entails. There are even humps and bridges that send riders several feet into the air,
Airborne?
and
No.
everything has to be tackled with pinpoint accuracy and concentration. In this ultimate test of speed, if you misjudge the slightest bend, you're likely to end up in a hedge, in a lamppost, or in someone's wall. And with over 250 corners, bends, and kinks per lap,
250?
there's a lot of judging that needs to be done. It's estimated that it takes an experienced rider about 3 years to fully memorize this course, and it's
Really?
rare that a year goes by which doesn't claim at least one victim. Even
Every
MotoGP
year?
superstar Valentino Rossi
Wow.
backed slowly away from racing the mountain course, riding just one exhibition lap in 2009. He later commented to Top Gear magazine that while he thought the course was unbelievable and great, he went on to say, but unfortunately, it's too dangerous. Sometimes riders are crazy. The Isle of Man is very difficult. If you make a mistake, maybe it's the last mistake.
Wow.
The first fatality was in 1911, the year that the TT upgraded to the new mountain course. Victor Surridge died after crashing his Rudge Whitworth motorcycle during a practice session. He was to be the first of many.
Wow.
In fact, until a fatal accident between a competitor and a van led to a rule change in 1928, the roads weren't even closed for practice week, leaving competitors
way.
to chance their luck
What?
not only against the course, but also against daily traffic. Since the competition started 115 years ago, 260 riders have lost their lives on the mountain course, either competing in the TT race or the Manx Grand Prix. The
Okay, pause. Hold up. Wow.
That's a lot of people.
Do we have anything like even remotely that dangerous in this country? I don't think we do, and I don't think we would
Not
allow
that I
it.
know of. No.
Yeah. I
also
will say.
wonder why, other than I guess they're thrill seekers. I mean,
Well, I was just gonna say. I mean, obviously, the men that do this. We have friends that are motorcycle riders and things. And, one friend who rides his bike all year, winter, summer,
Yes.
and he's actually on a trip right now. And he's had a wreck last year and had several surgeries, and he got right back up, got a new bike, went across the country. But this is a whole different breed of people.
Yes.
Just like when we watch the military videos, this is a whole different breed of riders, of racers, of sportsmen. And obviously they know, there's no way they don't know the risks going into this.
Well, sure.
So yeah, definitely thrill seekers, like you said, of course. But I think something too, like, you have to know the risks. You have to know the risks to do this, right?
Clearly.
You can't not. But I mean, there's always that thing, if you're into something so deeply, right? If you're like into racing or something like that so deeply, there's always the top thing to do.
That one thing you want to go achieve.
Yeah, you want to, exactly. Just like people that climb mountains, they want to climb Mount Everest or wherever it may be.
Yeah.
And so many people die doing that.
The next highest. The next steepest.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes sense. I mean, the next fastest and the next most dangerous.
And what an achievement if you do actually get through it, I would say, and let alone win the darn thing. I mean,
yeah, I would think just completing it.
Yeah, but just hearing how dangerous it really is absolutely mind-boggling. And we will go back and watch a video if you guys want us to on the like when they go really quickly, I guess, around like the people that are able to stand there and watch.
Oh, yeah.
Some people have requested that too, but this video was also requested. So let's get back into this.
The deadliest year for riders in the TT race came in 1970 when 3 riders were killed in accidents during practice, and a further 3 died during races the following week, including rising Spanish star Santiago Herrera,
so young.
who died from injuries following an accident on his last lap. Because of how little protection a motorcycle rider has, the course has claimed multiple lives almost every single year. The worst death toll overall so far was in 2005 when 3 TT racers and 6 riders in the Manx Grand Prix were killed, as well as 1 race official and a spectator.
Oh, wow.
Just being at the course is a hazard in itself, with at least 4 TT marshals and 4 spectators losing their lives over the years, including an incident in 2007 senior TT race when competitor Mark Ransbotham was killed along with 2 spectators at the 26th milestone bend of the course. 2 marshals were also injured in the accident, which resulted in the bend
Why don't we
being
hear
slightly
about
modified
this?
for future races. At the most recent meeting in 2019, 1 rider in the classic TT was killed and another died after crashing into trees in the superbike class. It's not
Jeez.
possible to say how many riders and spectators have been injured during the course of the race's history, but it's going to be a high number.
Yeah,
in
it is.
2013, for example, 11 spectators were injured, 1 seriously, when a racer crashed into the crowd on the first lap of his race.
I would not go watch this, let alone be part of it. Never. No way.
For the less
No way.
competent racers among
No,
us, the
stop. Don't
advent
do
of
this again.
onboard cameras means
No.
that we can
Hold my
experience
hand.
the thrill of the race from a first-person vantage point from the
I hate
safety
turning on
of our own
motorcycles.
sofas.
Oh!
And I'd highly
Oh!
recommend viewing some of these
Look,
videos if you're
Oh,
in
no, no,
the mood
no,
for an
no, no.
adrenaline boost.
I'm dizzy.
If you feel
Oh!
like getting a little more involved, video games like
There's a video
Nacon's
game?
recent TT Isle of Man Ride on the Edge series
Video
can
game I
share
could
the
do.
rider seat. Maybe you can emulate such greats as Joey Dunlop, who
I
scored
want
26
that.
TT victories over various classes from
What console is that
1977
on?
to 2000, including 4 senior TT wins. The most senior TT wins is currently jointly held by John McGuinness and Mike Halloward
many?
with 7 apiece.
Dang.
As far as bike
Wow.
manufacturers are concerned, Honda is currently top of the pile
Okay,
with
that makes
23
sense.
wins, although it hasn't been ridden to victory since 2015. The upcoming 2022 Isle of Man TT will consist of 8 race classes, including Superbike, Sidecar, and the most anticipated race, the senior class.
When is it in this weekend? You guys let us know. I think it's this weekend.
Nowadays, the prize pot is a little bigger and racers can earn money for finishing the course in up to 20th place, but the most a winner can claim at the moment is £18,000 or just under $24,500. This is practically a pittance compared to what most professional
no way.
TT riders can earn, but TT racers do it more for the experience and the history of the road race
And more power to
than
them.
monetary gain. The winner of the senior TT race also wins the prestigious Marquis de Moseley's St. Mars Trophy, named after the president of the International Federation of Motorcycles, who donated it to the event way back
Whoa,
in 1907. This trophy is
I just
silver
see a
and depicts
kneecap.
the Roman god Mercury standing
Or
on
lack
a
thereof.
winged wheel. At 108 centimeters high and weighing just over 23 kilograms or 52 pounds, it's become the iconic symbol of this most dangerous of road races. While the Staffel Mountain course has been tweaked and minorly modified over the years, the death toll has just kept climbing. Every rider, official, and spectator going into each practice
look
or
at that.
race session carries the knowledge
Look at that.
That's just insane.
That's insane. I mean, that was a.
Yep. I'm not one for motorcycles and the whole you have to lean into the
Yeah,
curb.
I know, man. That's just some
Yeah, it's
new.
just
This is just
dumb.
again. This is just insanity.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a totally different bike and
Well,
way
after
too fast.
everything you said too about like the people watching getting injured and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
just spectating, you could be
well,
injured.
think of how fast they're going up, like 200 miles an hour,
Yeah.
right next to your face.
Yeah,
I'm
so
not. You couldn't pay
stop.
me more than what they're winning to stand there and watch that. I'd be so scared. Let me rewind that back a little bit because he was just getting ready to make a point.
Has been tweaked and minorly modified over the years, the death toll has just kept climbing. Every
Let's hope it
rider,
doesn't.
official, and spectator going into each practice or race session carries the knowledge that motorcycle racing is inherently dangerous, and there's
hope so.
not much you can do to change that. In today's safety-obsessed world, it seems crazy that this race still exists.
Yeah, I agree.
But the popularity of the event brings needed millions in tourist cash
And I
every
agree with that
year
too.
to the Isle of Man, and
True.
it's still viewed by manufacturers, riders, and racing enthusiasts as the world's last great motorsports event.
All right, Simon. That actually was
That's very
very
informative.
informative to me. I mean, we knew nothing going into this other than it was a race and it was deadly.
Didn't know how deadly.
Didn't yeah, I had no idea. And then the speeds, like 131 is like just like the normal speed,
Yeah, and then how long?
and they get up to 200, and oh my lord,
Yeah, that's just way above where I want to go on a bike.
No, thank you. But if you guys want us to check out more of the Isle of Man and get a closer up look, let us know. I will probably puke. But again, we chose this video because we know everybody's reacted to the same videos over and over and over and over and over again, and we don't like to just do the same stuff. But this was definitely a topic we hadn't covered, and since this is the week, it's still going on. We thought this would be a good time to check it out. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please tap that like button, and again, consider subscribing to the channel. What did you think of what you learned here on this one? Because this was-
I knew it was dangerous, but I had no idea exactly how deadly it is.
Yeah.
And then just those little tiny clips that we saw where they're showing you like you're on a bike just kind of made me a little dizzy, and
yeah, I got queasy.
I can't lean. Although the video game seems pretty interesting.
I know, right? I think that's probably a PC
I
game.
could do that.
We're PlayStation girls. to be
Not a
honest.
reality on a motorcycle, girl.
But yeah, I mean, it's been called the deadliest race in the world. It still is. I mean,
That is true.
I'm just not one for thrill seeking. I'm not one for those types of things.
No, not that kind of nature.
No.
Or
no.
jumping off things.
No. I mean, going fast in a car someplace, is not on a regular public road, but on a racetrack or something like that. On game.
Mhm.
Motorcycle? Nope.
That was interesting to find out, like, it started so long ago.
I had no idea. We learned a lot on this video. Let us know what you guys thought. Did you learn anything? Let us know. And what you thought of the video. And now, of course, we said at the beginning of the video a certain something.
That's right.
So now we're going to test you. Are you a real top Natasha and Debbie Show fan? Because I have a second thing for you to say in the comments. So
That's
if you're
right.
really watching the video from the beginning to the end, you already know what to say from the beginning, right?
That's right. They should.
I should. Here's the other comment to put in if you guys have watched from the beginning to the end, okay? Ready for this?
I'm ready.
So if you've watched the beginning, remember, try to put this comment in with the same one from the beginning. You remember the one that was at the beginning. So in the comment section, if you've watched to this point, you're actually watching the whole video, write in our favorite YouTube couple. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Our favorite YouTube couple. Put that in the comment with the same comment from the beginning that we told you to put in. And then we'll know who's truly a top fan.
That's right. We'll know who you are.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this. Hope you learned something from it. Maybe there is something here you didn't know. Let us know what that is. We'll be back again. What is
Today is
Wednesday. We'll be back on. We might be back Friday. We might do a special Friday surprise episode again.
Maybe.
But I don't know.
And if not, we'll definitely be back Sunday.
Yeah, we'll be back Sunday for sure. But we might show up on Friday. So who knows? Keep that notification bell on so you don't miss anything.
That's
but
right.
Thanks so much for joining us today and learning about this with us, or what you already knew. And we'll see you guys again soon. So thanks so much for watching.
Yes, thank you. Till next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.